I don't recall this at all, so this is going to be brilliant. Let's go.
Isaac is a first-time caller out of Ontario. Let's see here. Isaac, welcome to the show.
Hey, Jesse. How are you doing?
All is well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I have to say, Jesse, I think that you are one of the funniest people I have ever seen in my entire life.
Amazing. And never was trained to do it. I don't know where it come from.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Never trained.
That's right.
So, Jesse, I wanted to call in and ask you about animal rights.
What exactly makes you beta? Well, we're going to find out. Because Jesse Lee Peterson, the guy who's, you know, all about calling out the beta, is going to tell us precisely how you are beta if you are vegan. We're going to find out. But yeah, thank you, David, again. Appreciate that.
I take it animal rights.
Oh, okay.
Like human rights, animal rights.
Okay.
Yeah, so my question is, why aren't you vegan, Jesse?
I like meat.
Right, but I mean, if you liked the taste of humans, would that be a good reason to eat them?
If I like the taste, yes.
Oh, I remember now.
You think that it would be, like, morally acceptable?
If it was right to eat and I like the taste, I would have to go with human meat.
Okay, so just to be clear, if someone tastes good to you, you think that it's moral to eat them?
Well, I would never eat a human, but I would eat animal meat.
Then what?
But do you think that it's a moral problem to kill a human and eat them?
Yes.
Because they're tasty?
Okay, we
Yeah,
got there
that's
eventually.
a moral problem right now.
We got there
so
eventually.
then the fact that it's tasty doesn't seem like a very good reason, does it?
But what does that have to do with animals, though?
Well, I asked you why it is
do.
that you aren't vegan, and you said you like meat, it's tasty.
Right.
So I just took that reason and I applied it to humans.
Oh, I see.
like
But
the fact that
animals
something's
and
tasty-
humans, there's no comparison between animals and humans.
A.
Thank you. That would be that would be my friend. I'm not Jammy. I'm sick of this. It is you, dickhead. Thank you, Jammy Linda. Appreciate that. Beta. Just carry on. Ignore her. Just ignore her.
Okay, so why is it that taste is the justification in one case but not the other?
Because animals are here for the needs of people.
A taste pleasure is not a need. If you can, especially if you can satisfy it elsewhere. What do you mean? Sensory pleasures aren't. Oh, bless Jesse. He's so smart. That's what I like about him the most.
Whereas people are not here to be eaten by people.
What does it mean to say that they're here for our needs? What does it mean for them to be here for something?
For food, for whatever else they do. But they're here for people to eat.
But what is it? Okay, so I understand you're saying that the things they're here for are food or whatever else people need, but I'm asking what it means.
But they're not here to be treated. The one thing that they are not here for, they are not here to be treated like humans.
They don't.
And in some
They don't need to be treated like humans in order to be granted basic rights where we just leave them alone. What do you mean? Like, they don't need to be treated like humans. What is that? Pain.
These animals are being treated better than humans because there are some people who don't know how to deal with human beings, and so
I am a human being.
They are not. They're treating humans worse than they are animals because they can't deal with humans.
Well, I think we should treat everyone as well as we can without being a beta, right?
Beta bell.
Oh no! What? Watch that like hardly. Beta. Can you tell me in the chat if you yourself are a beta? Thank you, Interruption, for interrupting yet again. I appreciate that.
Beta? Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's beta to care a bit about animals, at least enough not to kill them. So I'm just wondering, you say that they're here for us to eat them.
Right.
What does it mean for something to be here for a purpose? How do you tell what it's here for?
Well, God created animals below man, and he created man in his image, right?
Didn't he create like women below man as well? If I'm apparently all subservient to you lads in the chat. If you're a lad, then I'm here to serve. Apparently, damn. Beta. Great.
And so the animals are here for men, for human beings. Are you a vegetarian or something?
A vegan.
You
so
a vegan?
Like vegetarian.
You
yes,
a vegan?
Like vegetarian, but also no milk, no eggs.
Oh, okay.
Like
And
vegetarian, but not cringe.
why
Yeah.
is it that you don't eat meat?
I think that animals should have moral consideration.
Why?
I can't think of
Why?
Well, I think they're sentient beings who can experience well-being and suffering, and it would be wrong
think they're
to
what?
make them suffer.
You said sensitive being?
Sentient beings.
Oh,
So,
let me
like, they
ask. Have you always felt that way? You never ate meat?
No, I used to eat meat. Yeah.
And you joined the animal rights people, then you stopped?
I didn't really join them and then stop. I came across information, I looked into it, and then I came to determine that what we're doing to animals just disagrees with my preferences.
But you're the man. You're supposed to lead the right way. Don't listen to those people. They have no idea. Those people are cowards, and they don't know how to deal with other humans. And so they're trying to find something to make them feel good about being wrong. I would
What? Oh, Jesse, you are the gift that keeps on giving.
recommend you not go along with that.
It's cowardly. It's cowardly,
Try
apparently.
to lead the right way is what you said. So I think that the right way is not murdering animals or people.
But if
Yeah,
you notice,
feel
the
that.
people who are in that so-called movement are either women who hate men and beta men who can't stand up.
So either I'm a woman who hates men or I'm a beta man who can't stand up. I don't know which one I am. I'm one of them, though. Which one? Please pick for me, because I'm not sure.
You don't see real men a part of the so-called vegan or animal movement, whatever they're doing. Don't,
Yeah, like freaking James Wilkes, Nima Delgado, freaking Patrick Baboumian, Henchy. No, these are not real men, okay? Because they don't eat the bodies and secretions of other sentient beings. They don't use them for any purpose. They avoid the participation of the exploitation and killing of other sentient beings. Therefore, they are not real men. Like, if it makes you a real man to have others killed, then I wouldn't want to be one. Damn, glad I'm not. This is brilliant behavior from Jesse. I'm loving this.
I would recommend, as long as you follow those people, you're going to be beta.
Well, I mean, I'll run that risk. But, Jesse, what if I point you to people in the vegan movement who totally fit your definition of a man? You know, they're in shape, they have their life together, they have a wife, they're happy. I mean, there's nothing about being vegan that means that you can't be a man.
But that doesn't fit my definition as a man.
Oh, okay. Well, what about that doesn't fit your definition?
A real man has been born again. Until he's born again, he's not a real man.
What?
Oh, yeah. There's men who are Christian who are vegan also.
No, not real Christians. They probably just read the Bible and name and claim, but they're not Christians.
What?
Those are
the
beta
Bible
Christians because if you notice, you have a lot of men who are part of the Christian movement, but when you really notice,
This is
they're
gold.
not real Christian men. They have not become
Wow.
Christian. They just became like their mothers are in the church and the Bible. They don't lead the way to anything.
What?
Well, Jesse, I'm not too versed in the Christian religion. You tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I'm under the impression that Christianity doesn't tell you you can't be a vegan. It
That
doesn't
is,
tell you have to, but it doesn't say you can't be a vegan.
well, when you
Tell you anywhere you have to eat meat.
when you become a real Christian man of God, you can see the right way to go, and you can see if you in all
And
things.
the right way to go is what I set arbitrarily. You know, never mind the freaking Wow. Oh, Jesse, keep
If
going.
you do moderation. Moderation in all things. So if you eat meat,
Even moderation of rights violations. Even, moderately beat your partner. Moderately kill others. In moderation, of course. If someone murders one human, they were merely doing so in moderation. So, do we truly condemn them? Beta. Beta.
you're going to eat it in moderation. You're not going to stop eating meat just because the children of the lie or the beta Christians are saying don't eat meat. That doesn't make sense. All things in moderation.
Do you think that the Bible says somewhere that you have to do all things in moderation? Because there's things that you probably shouldn't do at all according to the Bible, like murder, right? So it can't be that the Bible tells you to do all
Precisely.
things in moderation.
Well, it does tell you all things in moderation. When you do it in moderation,
What about
Even
murder?
sin.
well, you should not murder.
Yeah, exactly.
But you should protect
So it's
yourself.
not all things in
Yeah,
moderation.
not all things.
But you should protect. You go on an extreme now from eating meat to murder. There's no comparison.
Oh, yeah. The only reason I mentioned murder is just so we can establish that the Bible doesn't say to do.
But
everything in
when you
moderation.
eat meat, you're not murdering.
Right, but just murder.
How is he not following? He's really a ding dong, isn't he? Bless.
Prove my point, right? You're not supposed to murder humans according to the Bible, so the Bible doesn't tell you to do all things in moderation.
But when it
tells you
says
not to
don't
do it
murder
all.
humans, talking to the children of Satan, that is one thing they should not be doing.
Right.
But
so
if
the Bible
you
doesn't say to
notice,
do
though,
everything in moderation.
if you notice the people who don't eat meat, they'll kill a baby inside the womb at the bat of an eye, and even up to the 9th month, they're willing to kill babies in the womb, but they don't want to kill an animal. What do you say about that?
Oh, well, I would say that's not true of all vegans.
Yes, it
Vegans
is.
who are against abortion.
I haven't met one yet.
You,
So they don't exist. He hasn't met
oh,
one.
what about? Well, I mean, one example would be Corey McCarthy. How about Corey McCarthy?
I don't know.
Popular
I
vegan
don't-
YouTuber.
I don't know who
he's
Corey
cringe.
McCarthy is,
Corey
but I do
McCarthy's
know
cringe.
that
You-
those
you-
people who
you
are
might know his-
into not killing animals are truly into killing babies
He
in
says
the
some
womb.
bad things, Corey
So
McCarthy.
You might know his wife. I know you know some people on the alt-right, right? Do you know
Yeah,
Sarah
is
McCarthy?
No,
very alt-right.
not that I'm aware.
Right, YouTuber.
What?
She's pretty well known. She's got anyway, her husband, Corey, he's a vegan and he's against abortion.
Well, I don't know him, so I can't comment.
Right, but
But
I
he
mean, I mean,
exists.
I think it's fair for us to acknowledge that there's vegans who are against abortion out there. Being
I
vegan doesn't
doubt
mean
that.
You have to be pro-abortion.
I doubt that.
I doubt that because then it fits with what I'm saying, because then I can just brush it off again. No, they don't exist. No, I can't comment. No, I don't think he exists.
Okay. Well, if I can prove to you that Corey McCarthy exists, will you acknowledge this point?
I mean, I'll take him if he says that he's not for abortion, and likewise
Yikes,
he's a vegan. He's not for killing animals. I just have to take him at his word. It wouldn't mean anything. He's just one person, but I do know that those people who are against killing animals will kill babies in the womb at any point.
Okay, I think we can maybe agree on something here, Jesse. So I'll agree with you that more vegans are left than right. So there's more vegans who support abortion than who don't support abortion. Absolutely. But there are still vegans who don't support abortion.
Okay, you may be right, but I just haven't met one that I'm aware.
Yeah.
And,
Okay, well, I
and
don't
you're
wanna
right.
beat up
I
your-
mean, it's never not all for everything. You always gotta find
Yeah.
somebody that is not into
Sure.
whatever.
Okay,
Precisely.
so if we go back to your other point, it's not that the
Let's
Bible says to
move
do
from the
everything
cringe.
in moderation. It tells you,
Do
don't
all
murder
things in
for-
moderation.
What about murder?
Sleeping
It
Belinda.
said don't murder at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, so not all things
Yeah.
in moderation.
All the things that all the things that you can do in moderation.
Oh, come
So
on,
when you
Jesse.
when you eat meat,
I got you on this one. You should admit
no,
this one.
you compare murder to an animal and killing
I'm
animals.
That's not
talking
even
about
what's
animals
happening.
right now. Right now, I'm just talking about the fact that the Bible doesn't tell you to do everything in moderation. There's some things the Bible says not to do.
Right, like don't murder.
Yeah, of
And
course.
I don't
Yeah.
understand your
Okay,
point, to
so-
be honest with you.
Well, I'm just dealing with the points that you brought up. So you
What does
brought up
that
the
have to
point
do
about you
with
can't-
killing animals and eating them?
Well, before you brought up the everything in moderation point, you said that animals are made for humans, right?
Right.
And you said that you can't be a Christian and
Do you
be a vegan.
disagree
So I'm
with me
asking-
that animals are made for human beings?
Yeah, I don't know what it means to be made for. It sounds like a religious thing.
You don't think? You're not a Christian?
I'm not a Christian, no.
Do you believe in God?
No, I don't.
Do you believe He exists?
No, I don't.
Well, no wonder.
What does that mean?
What?
I mean, if you don't believe in God, you would believe in anything that's wrong, man. You can't help yourself. Satan is your daddy.
Satan is
So
your
you
daddy?
would believe there's vegan stuff. So I now understand.
I forgot about it. Oh no, I forgot. How did I forget that? Satan is my daddy. Love that. Can we get some devils in the chat? Is Satan your daddy? Oh, that's so iconic. Oh, I feel like we're gonna cry.
Well, but you just said it's possible to be. Isn't it possible to be a Christian and a vegan?
I doubt that.
You acknowledge that it's possible to be a vegan and be
I doubt that.
against abortion. You can also be Christian and you can be vegan. Well, let me ask you this one, Jesse. Before the everything in moderation point, you said to be a Christian.
But why would you
can't be
quote
vegan.
the Bible about when I said that God said do all things in moderation, and you brought up killing in the Bible? Why would you quote the Bible? You don't even believe in God. You don't even believe there is a God. Why would you?
So you can't quote the Bible to people who believe in the Bible if you don't believe in the Bible? Bro, please.
You use the Bible as a quotation.
Oh, the reason.
Yeah, like that. Daddy? Daddy?
Or eat meat in moderation. So I just pointed out the Bible doesn't tell you to do everything. in
How do you
moderation.
know that?
Well, because I know that there's commandments to not do specific things in the Bible.
How do you know that there are commandments not to do specific things in the Bible?
Well, I mean, pretty much everyone in Western civilization has heard the Ten Commandments at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, of
You
course.
never read them. You just heard them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've read them on paper, but I'm not well versed in the Bible. But Jesse, let me ask you.
I
this,
gotta
unless you've
run,
got a
man. You
question.
wait. I gotta run, Isaac.
okay.
I'm sitting there for James today, and so many other people on. But continue not to believe in God, and continue not to eat animals, and you'll suffer. Just suffer and die.
What?
Okay, and Jesse, if I call you back sometime, the one thing that I'd like to know is where in the Bible it says you have to eat meat. Because I like
Yeah.
you. I think you're a nice guy. Not trying to be mean, but I don't think it says that. I think that's wrong. I think
But you don't have a right to
Christian
quote the
and
Bible. Satan shouldn't be quoting no Bible.
What?
What would it mean for me to have a right? If you're talking about some religious
You don't even
right,
believe
it's
that
gonna
God exists.
I don't have
thought
a
you
right
had
to
to
quote
go.
the Bible. I thought
No.
you believed in free speech.
No, you can't quote
No,
the
I have
Bible.
free
Stay away
speech.
from the Bible.
So you-
A lot of
what about
people
free-
already suffering from Satan's children quoting the Bible and teaching the Bible to them.
What?
so about free speech.
Isaac, yeah, you can quote the
Well,
Bible. I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
okay.
You can quote the Bible. if you want.
Yeah,
I'm
come
messing
on,
with you.
Jesse. Oh,
I-
you're
All right,
messing
I'll call you
about.
back sometime, Jesse.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks to you too. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. Amazing.
Amazing. Was wonderful reliving that. I totally forgot about that. Satan is your daddy. How can I forget? Rude of me, really. Oh. Well, we're all related in here, isn't that wonderful?